Welcome to episode 50. What is this? 59 of the Rum Dum podcast. As you might notice, well, actually, first thing, skip to this timestamp for the Idubbbz content. Skip to this this timestamp for the Reddit slop. And stick around here and don't skip to the timestamp if you want to hear me tell you about a little inside baseball, a little through the looking glass inside baseball. So my co-host is not here again today. He is not here. No, I don't want to update my Steam. Get out of here. The computer is distracting me. Yes, my my co-host is yet again not here. It's because he's upset. You know, he came to the side. I really shouldn't be even saying this, but he's very insecure about the fact that he gets intellectually mogged on this show. It's very hard for him to come to grips with that. So he is taking a little break from recording the podcast to study, to read, to become a more well-read, learned man, so that he can truly face me in the arena of ideas. I know a lot of you are just beside yourself with my intellectual capability, my sheer prowess of analyzing debate structures, the true structure of the debate beyond whatever just the issues are. Most people can't even come close to touching my brilliance when it comes to putting my thoughts together and really exposing the inner machinations of my mind and as well as the minds of others. It's truly, there's really not words to describe the depths of which I can handle anything that is thrown at me in the arena of ideas. So he's taking a little bit of a time to study. Other normal people, it takes, I don't know, about 6-7 weeks just to catch up with me for one episode of one of these shows. It usually takes about 6-7 weeks of preparation. Wow, my computer is bugging today. Sorry if there's any technical difficulties with this episode. My computer's kind of bugging, and I'm broke because y'all don't buy the merch. Y'all don't buy the Rum Dum merch, so I'm broke. I'm penniless. I'm probably a week away from being evicted because you don't buy the merch. You don't send money to the PayPal. How am I supposed to build my empire if you don't fund it? No one else is going to fund it. I'm not getting BlackRock funding out here for the high quality stuff I'm doing here for you guys. So without further ado, we've addressed the elephant not in the room. My co-host being gone. So let's get into some Reddit, shall we? Does that sound like a good idea to you fellas? To get into some Reddit? I think it sounds like a good idea. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, guys. Tell me if go ahead and pause in the comments, and at any point you have something to say, go ahead and pause and comment it. That's what half of y'all do. You don't wait for my whole point to finish. You don't wait for any of that. You just comment midway through. So go ahead and do that. Let's get some comments going. How about that? We like that? We like that idea? Do we like that idea? Okay, this from Throw Away a Cupcake Lad. Am I the asshole for disinviting a friend to my birthday after she showed me the food she was bringing? Now, I picked this one because I don't immediately know how I'm going to side with this. I really don't. I usually don't like to do the ones where it's just like, okay, I already know how I think about this. Also, I'm filming this pretty early in the afternoon. Usually these are late at night while I'm drinking. So we're just going to do a little Diet Dr. Pepper action here. Here, can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear this? Listen. Okay, I don't know if you heard that or not, but it sounded yummy. Let me get a little sip to wet my whistle. Ooh. I'm pretty sure you can't hear when I whistle in the microphone. Let me know in the comments if you heard that. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm using a throwaway for this one. So basically, 17F, I am a 17-year-old female. Having my 18th at my house. I'm going to surmise you meant birthday there. It's just a dinner with my closest friends. I told everyone they may bring food if they like, but I'm going to doing little cooking like, hold on, I might be having a stroke. Let me try that again. They may bring food if they like, but I'm going to doing little cooking like some barbecue food and then ordering pizza. Okay, let me know in the comments if I'm reading that right. My brain feels like it's melting out of my ears. My guy friend Ryan, it's in parentheses and quotation marks, so I'm guessing that's a pseudonym. If you don't know, that means fake name, since this is a burner account, a throwaway account. My guy friend Ryan asked if he can bring a mutual friend we have, Emily, again with the parentheses and quotation marks, since they're dating now. I told him, yeah, sure, because he was going to leave early anyway. She offered to make food, and I told her that would be really nice. Okay, that one was on me. I told her that would be really nice, but she didn't have to. She insisted. I made a group chat of people coming and invited Emily to it. I sent a message talking about when to come, to where, what. Okay, dude. Okay. I gotta put in the nicotine pouches. My brain. My brain, dude. I don't know. I don't know, dude. This show just falls apart without Fluxliner here. I don't know what to tell you. I'm floundering. I'm just melting. I'm just melting into my seat like a fat fucking shitlet. This melting in this leather chair, this leather office chair. It feels like I'm drowning. It feels like I'm drowning without the immense cranium of Fluxliner. I was wrong. I was the one being intellectually mogged this whole time. I'm sorry, Rum Dummers. I failed you. All right, back to the story here. An important thing in the message was about allergies. I have a friend. Okay, well, we gotta stop reading it here if it's just the food item is something that's gonna kill her immediately if it comes into the house. Like, okay, but whatever. All right, let's see. Maybe Emily wins us over. I have a friend coming with a really serious nut allergy. I've never seen them have a reaction, but I've been told it gets pretty bad. I wrote in the message to triple check your food doesn't have nuts and to be aware of cross-contaminating. Everyone read the message. Some replied. Emily did a thumbs up on the message. Last night, me and Emily were talking and she mentioned the food she made. I told her to show me a picture and it was a cake. The cake looked like something my mom... why are they always British when we do these? Looked like something my mom had made before, and it contained nuts. I asked if it had nuts, and she said yes, but not a lot, and my friend could just not eat the cake. I told her I'd rather she didn't bring it. She then got mad and said she'd gone through the trouble of making the cake, so she's bringing it, or she isn't coming. What kind of a weird threat is that? Hey, don't come with that cake. Okay, well, if I can't bring the cake, I'm not coming. Precisely. That's what I just told you. If you're bringing the cake, don't bring the cake. So if you and the cake are a package deal, the package is not arriving. I told her then she's not coming because I was clear about my friend's allergy and even cross-contaminating was asked to be checked. So why would I allow her to bring a whole cake? She said it was disrespectful to disinvite her and that she's Ryan's girlfriend. If he's going, she's going. I told her, no, it's my party, and I didn't want her there anymore because she was acting like a child. She stopped texting me, but then I got a call from Ryan saying I was being a massive dick, and she spent ages on the cake. Well, maybe you should have thought of the peanut allergy or whatever kind of nuts it is. These nuts. I said I don't care if it took her 2 whole weeks to make the goddamn cake. I was specific from the beginning on what you could bring and couldn't. The only thing you couldn't bring was something with nuts. The parts where I'm talking to these two, I may be the asshole. The parts where I'm talking to these two is where I may be the asshole. I asked if she's incompetent of reading. You're incompetent of writing, and I'm incompetent of reading and speaking and formulating coherent sentences. So, you know, there's nobody, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, my guy. I asked if she's incompetent of reading and comprehension, and if she really doesn't know any other cake recipe. He said I was being a bitch and hung up on me. Well, I mean, you know, you didn't word that very politely, but it's like, damn, you literally had one rule, and she broke the one rule. Unbelievable. Ryan is telling everyone him and Emily are not attending because I called them names and rejected Emily's cake. A lot of friends, mostly ones not coming to the party, are saying it was slack to let her make something and then uninvite her because of what she made. And she put effort in that cake for my birthday. There's only 3 people saying I'm not an asshole. And one of them is my friend with a nut allergy. Well, yeah, of course. Well, did you tell him like the whole story that she refused to come if she couldn't bring the cake? Like, that's dumb. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Oh, well, I just won't come if I can't bring my cake. Well, she uninvited herself, basically. So at this point, I'm on the post writer's side so far, but I see some edits. I see 4 edits. So we'll see. My party is tomorrow, and I kind of want perspective on this before then. Am I the asshole? Edit number 1. The cake is something like a spongy cake, but it's not an actual birthday cake with frosting. I really don't know how to explain it. So some kind of like fruit cake looking thing. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it's seen as more of a treat cake where I live, if that makes any sense at all. Second edit. 3 things. I'm a girl, guys. Lol. The friend with the allergy is a guy. Also, why does that matter? Also, the comments calling my post fake are boring at this point. Well, I mean, if someone's calling you fake, I don't think that's really supposed to be entertaining content. They just don't believe the story. It's not really meant to entertain you. I'm not responding to heaps of comments because there's more than 1,000 of them. Boo-hoo to the guy cussing me out in the comments because my name is Cupcake Lad. And so that has to mean the story's fake because I'm a boy. Why are you even talking about this? Like, are you this Reddit brain that this is something important? You need to address to the people reading this that you're not a boy because your name has the word lad in it. Okay. Because there's more than 1,000. Boo-hoo to the guy cussing me out in the comments because my name is Cupcake Lad. And so that has to mean okay, I just read the same line again. Again, I can't read. Or did she say it twice? No, okay, I just can't read. I'm sorry. I'm floundering. I'm suffering. I'm dying out here on my own. I'm Australian also. So at least, okay, that's cooler than being British. That's cool. Also, so I'm Australian also. So at least you need to learn the punctuations. You are not Cormac McCarthy. Do your punctuation. At least where I live, lad is a common term, and I use it still with the lad shit. I use it in a joking way and to address, this is going to sound crazy, guys and girls. Whoa! That was the writer. Also, that wasn't me saying whoa. And lastly, in bold, I did thank her before she made the cake when she told me she was going to bring one. I said it was really sweet and thanked her for bringing a cake / thinking to make one for me. I'm responding to some comments, but obviously I didn't expect this post to blow up like it did, so it might take me a while. I'm trying to read as much as I can. Oh, 12,000 updates, so all right. Guys, please look up allergies that can be airborne before you comment. It's not propaganda or being sensitive. Are you really responding to people in the comments saying that allergies aren't real? Like, what are we doing here? I'm not going to debate whether my friend's allergies are really that serious. The point of the post was asking if I was TA for what I called her and disinviting her. If you read the title, I wasn't asking for your opinion or medical advice regarding the allergy. No, that's not how this works. We get to dissect the whole story. That's not how this works, buddy, sir. That's not how this works, sir, because you're a boy. Seriously, guys, Google is extremely free and easy to use. Also, all caps, TY for all the B-Day wishes. Smiley, 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 smiley. 4th edit. For the love of God, if you think my post is fake, please keep scrolling. Do not comment or DM me to point out spelling mistakes or anything. I don't care. It's getting hard to report all the comments cussing me out for made up reasons of my post being fabricated. Please Seriously, get a life. I would say not the asshole for the original question, but also how hard is it to maintain kayfabe when you're reading Reddit stories? Like, don't say it's fake. All of them are fake. Every single one of them is fake. There's not a real one on there. I know I'm breaking kayfabe right now, but when you're taking part in this, I'm only addressing it because they did it first. They did it first, so it's fine that I do it. Just act like it's real. That's the fun of the thing. I mean, if something's so laughably, obviously, stupidly fake that you can't even spend the mental power to address it, just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. Leave the fun for the rest of us. I want to see if I can turn on monitoring. You know what that is? It's where I can hear it in my own voice in my own head, in my ear holes. Can I turn on monitoring? Is that a thing? Oh, I can do monitoring. Okay, where am I? Mic aux. Let's do that. Monitor only mute. Okay. I guess. Is it doubled up for you guys? I don't know. But I want to be able to hear if wait, monitor and output. I don't know. Am I doing this right? Okay, hopefully the audio isn't doubled up for you guys. That would suck. I'm not going to go back and fix it either if it's fucked up. I mean, you get what you get. This is the Rum Dum Podcast. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Wait a minute. Oh, I see desktop audio. Oh, hold on. Well, I will fix it if I notice it like right here. Like I'm not a monster. Yeah, I see desktop audio. I see the audio coming through. So that means you guys are hearing it twice. Or maybe not. I don't know. Monitor and output. Why? I can't. Oh, it's because I'm hearing it, so it has to be in the desktop audio. Okay, so I can't put the monitor on if I'm going to be listening to a video because it's going to be in there. Well, I have the Chrome audio separated, so maybe this isn't a problem. Can I scroll up? Chrome? Yeah, Chrome audio is separate. So that should be fine. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Monitor and output? No. Mute output. Monitor only. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good because now I can hear myself if I'm like clipping or like like when I'm doing noises like that. Like so, yeah, it just drops off and I can't hear it because sometimes I like to do the squeaky voice and then yeah, it just cuts it off, so you have no idea what I'm saying. But I think if I go, okay, I hear the distortion. Yeah, I hear the distortion. That's lovely. I love a little bit of distortion in your podcast. It's probably in your headphones. You want another one? Actually, right here, we can do a little ASMR. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. But we will be getting into the next Am I the Asshole Reddit. All right, let's get into this. Am I the asshole for not telling my friend's partner that she didn't get the job at my company? All right, let's pop on over here to this Reddit story. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, and a little short one for you guys. Just a little short little doodad for you fellas. You know how it is. You know how we like to do it here on the Rum Dum Podcast. So, I've overtaken the family business along with my sister. Recently, a friend of mine, who I always considered a very good friend, started just distancing himself. Yesterday, I found out what it was. A few months ago, we opened a position in our company, and one of our resumes was friend's girlfriend. She did not know when she applied that it was my company. Time for a little Dr. Pepper sip. In order to keep it professional, I wasn't involved in the process. My sister did the interview. It was actually kind of awkward because as she was leaving the building, I was walking in, but I pretended I didn't see her because she faltered in her step, clearly recognizing me and said hello. And I just said hello back and kept going like I didn't recognize her, which could have been genuine since I have not been in a lot. which could have been genuine since I have not been in a lot of gatherings with her, honestly. Anyway, we ended up going with another person for the job. Apparently, friend's girlfriend sent an email asking for any updates a few weeks after the interview, but we never responded to her. My sister deals with the emails usually. My friend is mad at me and said he is greatly disappointed in my handling of the situation. That he was fine with her not being picked, but that me not even for not being picked, but that me not even bothering to send an email and tell her she didn't get the job is unacceptable in his opinion, considering we are such good friends. I told him I was just keeping it professional and unbiased. He said it's totally fine that she wasn't picked. It was about the fact I didn't bother to send the feedback, that I pretended to not know her when she was just saying hi. He is one of those people that when he is done with you, he is done. He doesn't want to fight, but he clearly doesn't want to associate much with me anymore. I think he's just salty on behalf of his girlfriend, but I need opinions on this. It is a little weird that you just pretended not to recognize her. That's odd. That is odd. I'll give friend this 1 point on the matter, but the fact that you kept it separate from you and had someone else do the interview and handle the emails, that's all very above board. That's not a problem. The problem is the not recognizing her. That makes you seem like a weirdo Machiavellian bitch. Just gonna keep it a stack with you. Just gonna keep it for real with you, 100% honest. That's what I think about that situation. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Bro, I hear like music. Am I tripping right now? Is someone playing music? I don't know, dude. It sounds like someone's playing music. Okay. Well, hopefully that doesn't come through on the recording. I think for this opening segment, we have time for another Reddit story before I get into making fun of Idubbbz, which will be the next segment. Let's see. Oh, wonderful. In the save tab on Reddit, there's an advertisement inside of it. Wait, did I only save 2 Reddit stories? Oh no, we got to do another one. Hold on, let me scroll back into the archives. I got to have something saved here. Okay. Actually, how about this? Okay, no, I for sure hear music. What the fuck? Okay, anyway. Let's do this one from Scams. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's kind of a shorty, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. More time to make fun of Idubbbz. It's great. My brother's online girlfriend that has him investing in crypto is coming to visit. I don't think she will come. My brother has been dating Victoria online. She has him investing in crypto. It is the typical pig butchering scam. 3 siblings have talked to him about it. He is no longer speaking with his son due to his... 3 siblings have talked to him about it. He is no longer speaking with his son due to his son's concerns. Okay. Victoria has been in Singapore with her mom and then has to drop by her home in Houston and then says she will fly to my brother to meet his family. What should we expect? Will she show or will she ask for money? He has purchased an engagement ring. An engagement ring. He purchased an engagement ring. I don't know what to do for him anymore. There's nothing you really can do if he's that bought in, but no, she's not going to show up. That's not in the scammer's budget to send a lady over there just to meet him. Like nothing. Actually, a pig butcherer scammer contacted me recently, and I actually talked to them for a bit, and it was funny. Actually, let's read that. Let's read the pig butcherer that tried to get in contact with me. Let's see here. All right, let me pull it up. And eventually, I just stopped responding because I got bored. I talk to scammers sometimes, but I don't know. It just kept going. I wonder if they had like in the contract, they're not allowed to stop talking to you. They have to respond because it fell apart to the point where it was just nothing. Okay, so here's also, this shows you how the scam. I'll teach you how the scam works, so you can know if it's happening to you or somebody you know. Okay, so I got a text out of the blue from a number I don't know. Are you available? And I was like, oh, okay, this is what this is. So I said, for what? The thing said, I'm Emily. Are you Lucy? So that's what they do, is they act like it was a accidental wrong number thing that happened, and then they try to spark up a conversation with you. They oftentimes try to get either like romantically involved or just like a friendship thing, and then eventually they ask you for money. Like, oh, I need help because I'm wherever, I need this. Then they convince you to buy crypto through a link. You click the link, they get your info, or they just get you to send them money through the fictitious relationship, whatever. Okay, so I'm Emily. Are you Lucy? That's what they said. I guess I'll fake the name because I use a friend of mine's name. So, what fake name? I'll just act like I used my internet name. Although no, I used a real plausible name to try not to spook them. But as you'll see, it didn't matter. No, I'm Cast Iron Macaroni. How'd you get this number? She said, sorry, I thought it was Lucy's number. I hope I didn't bother you. No bother at all. Thank you for not blaming me. You're very polite. If you're near California, I can buy you a coffee as an apology. Smiley emoji. Who the fuck would do that for a wrong number thing? Oh, I'll buy you a coffee. You don't know who the hell I am. So I said, I'll be flying into California this weekend for a conference. When are you free? I'm trying to get them to scramble to get like an address and a time and try to put a framework for this together back when I was taking this like seriously, trying to get them. But eventually this just devolves into nothing Looney Tunes land. Okay. So I said, yeah, I'm flying into the conference. When are you free? I get sleepy all the time. Can I ask how old you are? I'm 38. What does that have to do with anything that you get sleepy all the time and then your age? Is that just like 38-year-olds are always sleepy? I don't know. I'm not there yet, but I guess that was the implication. 46 law. This is me. 46 law. What do you do for work in Cali? I'm a jewelry designer and dealer. What about you? I own Macaroni Construction. Sunglasses emoji. What does Macaroni Construction mean? I've never heard it before. Is it a company? Now the scammer is trying to size me up. See, all right, how much money can I get out of this dude? I said, yes, it's a construction company. Oh, sorry. Which continent are you in? Well, who does a conversation like that? What continent are you on? That's clearly like, I don't understand how people fall for this shit. What continent are you from? Nobody talks like that. North America. I'm guessing you are too, since we're meeting in California. Shocked big eyeballs emoji. Are you cold? Are you coming to California this weekend? I just told you that. Like, are you trying to run a scam here or not? At least act like you're a real person. Are you here for business or with your wife on vacation? Yeah, trying to see if it's probably a guy. If he can seduce me. That's what's going on there. Or maybe if I have a wife and it gets to like a a romantic conversation. They can try to get some blackmail. I mean, that's another thing some of these people will do, where it's a sextortion scam, where they'll send you pictures, naked pictures that they just get off the internet somewhere, and they get you to send pictures back and say, oh, guess what? Like, if the conversation happens on Facebook or Instagram, I'm going to send these pictures to everybody on your friends list, you know, and that's probably going to be at least a couple coworkers, family members, stuff like that. So then they try to blackmail you for money or whatever. Nah, I'm pretty warm right now. Yes, this weekend for a business trip. No wife. No wife? Aren't you married? So, what do you like to do in your free time? I love traveling, shopping, fishing, golfing, and yoga. Keep in mind, she said she's interested in fishing. Keep that in mind. Nope, not married. I like to fish and drink beer. I guess we both like fishing. And I spelled fishing Phishing, like fishing, what they're doing to try to get your information, the phishing scam. No, but I love fishing in the ocean. It's absolutely amazing. Do you prefer fishing in the ocean or in lakes? Lakes. Nothing like chilling in the creek with a yingling and my rod in my hand. So initially, this was just supposed to be a joke. Like, it sounds like my dick. I know, I'm very funny. Like, I have my rod in my hand. You know, just dumb joke. But listen to this response. This is the first part of it. Why do you need a stick? Okay, so now I figure this is not like an AI talking to me. I'm actually talking to some scammer in an office probably. But they must be putting this into Google Translate or something, I guess. Guy said rod, and they asked why I need a stick. Well, if you're into fishing and you're living in California, you know what I mean by rod. You either would have surmised that it was a dick joke and stopped trying to scam me, or like pointed it out if you're a real person really in this situation. But the fact that they asked, why do you need a stick? They're putting this into Google Translate or something because they probably don't speak English. Do you have WhatsApp? Oh, now you know it's a scam. They're trying to get you on WhatsApp. Oh, yeah. They're trying to get you off of wherever they found you. It's the same thing they do to little kids on Roblox. It's like, oh, hey, we're friends, you know. We're friends on Roblox. Maybe you could get me on Discord. Yeah, don't leave the platform, fellas. I can give you my personal contact info, but this is a hold this in your brain. Keep this in mind for later. But this is a work phone. So once I leave the office, I won't be able to reach you. Keep that justification for sending me the WhatsApp in mind, that this is a work phone that she's texting me from. Also, who talks about like your plans with your friends from your work number to start this whole conversation? What sense does that make? So in response to the, do you have WhatsApp? No, I don't. Give me your personal number. Can't you just download a chat app for a pretty girl? Chatting on an app is way safer and more reliable than here. And so I was like, all right, I'm not doing this. So the scam is probably going to end here. I'm going to be bored. Or I wasn't at that point. It was just like, this is going to fall apart. They're going to stop messaging me once I don't get the app, because then I've kind of shut down the scam, I think. So I said, how do I know you're pretty? You could be a dog. And now I know what we're dealing with here, because they said, what does this mean? I just called you a dog, bruh. Ugly, but ugly. So I said, you could be an ugly deceiver. And I said deceiver because now I'm trying to word it so that I'm actually getting to the person on the other end who's using Google Translate. So I'm not going to say like, you know, really any slang terms like call you a scammer or, you know, whatever, or like a bullshitter. So I said deceiver. That should translate cleanly, right? I guess. You could be an ugly deceiver and not a pretty girl. I can't believe I spent time talking to you. Why would you do this? If you think that, I don't need to prove it, okay? Whatever. I've said it before. I never lie. And I don't need to prove anything. That's it. Besides, I think I'm pretty no matter who looks at me. Then they sent a selfie and said, that's me. I got a knock at the door. Okay, so I investigated the knocking at my door, and so I looked through the people because I'm a paranoid weirdo. I didn't see anybody, and I was like, "What the hell? Am I about to be robbed? Like what? Is a CIA goon gonna pop up out of the shadows and get me? Like what is happening?" So I was like, "All right, let me open it. Maybe it was a like FedEx, I think, or US. I don't know. One of the mail services do that where they knock when they put the package down." So I don't see anybody. So I open the door and I see a shadow of someone standing. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I turn, it's a little kid with like a little Tupperware. I'm like, oh, this has got to be like a Boy Scout cookie type, or I don't think the Boy Scouts do cookie. But anyway, I was like, okay, what the hell is this? And I was like, what, are you selling cookies or something? It's like, no, I'm selling these little like 3D printed things. And so he's got like a bucket of 3D printed stuff. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'll buy one. I was like, well, what do you got? I was like, I only got like a couple bucks on me, man. You know, how much are these things? He's like, well, it depends on what you want. I was like, okay. And now, so I like dinosaurs. If you're just audio listening, I'm showing my dinosaur tattoos. I'm a big fan of dinosaurs. So I saw this little T-Rex. I saw that it's like a, like the oil slick rainbow texture T-Rex. So I was like, okay, I'll take that. And so I was like, well, how much is it? 'Cause I only got like, and then I thumbed through my wallet. I've got like $3. So how much is it? And he's like, I guess that'll do. He's just like, you got $3? Like, all right, that'll do. So I got this for the $3, probably like 10 cents of filament and a model. I'm going to go ahead and guess he didn't 3D model this. I'm guessing he just downloaded it. So like, you know, I bought 10 cents of plastic for $3 to help out a neighborhood kiddo, I guess. And he was like, well, is it okay that, I'm trying to do a little kid voice. Can't, I don't know how to do a little kid voice. Is it okay that my little brother kind of wrote on it with Sharpie? He gave it like mascara. And I was like, yeah, I guess that's fine, bro. So there you go. Okay, we're back. We're back from the interruption. I had a little Valentine's Day delivery. Some socks, some Fortnite V-Bucks, a bunch of candy, some damn nicotine pouches. He even sprung for the name brand the Zen. Anyway, back to the I believe we were talking about this scammer conversation I had. We were right at the point where they sent me a selfie and I was going to screenshot it for purposes of this video, I guess. And they deleted it. And I said, why'd you unsend it? Are you wanted by the law? I'm just trying to prove I'm not ugly. But why do I have to be on your phone all the time? You think I'm a scammer? So anyway, this goes on for a while. I'm trying to find the part where like it just completely falls apart. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I've already said that she was ugly, that she was a scammer, that she was fake, that she's real. Or I started saying, you know, buddy, referencing him as a man, things like this, because it's got to be a dude in a call center. And he sends me this selfie right here. Oh God, that looks creepy on the camera. Okay, there we go. See this? This is probably this dude like AI edited, or maybe it's like an Insta lady. I don't know. But anyway. I said, I can see the fake sadness in your face. You aren't real. And then she keeps trying to get me to download FaceTime. And then here we go. You're texting me from an iPhone. Just FaceTime me from your iPhone. He's still trying to get me on WhatsApp. My FaceTime isn't working. I can see you, but you can't see me. Lies, bullshit. You're a scammer, whatever. So I said, more lies. Sad. I could rescue you from that call center, buddy. I'm like literally like, I'll rescue you. I'll rescue you, bro, from that call center. You don't have to live like this. Haha. Looks like you never trusted me in the first place. Forget it. I don't want to explain. It's useless anyway. Bye. And she just keeps on going. And then later, remember earlier how she said it was a work phone? she says, okay, I'm gone. I'm gonna start shopping, basically, whatever. And then I said, okay, well, here's how this part went. Blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Anyway, she said she was gonna go shopping. I said, yeah, that's a lie. You're not going shopping. You're broke. You have no money, all this. And so she sends me pictures from inside the fancy purse store or whatever. And I was like, bear trap. We got them. And I basically said, oh, these pictures are fake. Also, how did you send the pictures? You said this was a work phone, and we had to continue the conversation on WhatsApp. So after I call them out for this, they're using their work phone at the store, which you could say, oh, well, just because it's a work phone doesn't mean they can't take it with them. Well, then why do we have to go on WhatsApp? Whatever. She responded, people are alive, and I'll use everything I have just to get back at you. That's why my WhatsApp is full of family and my real friends. You don't deserve that. Okay, so this person has said... This person has said they're sending the whole weight of their arsenal, of their friends list, of everybody they know to come at me. So I'm waiting, big dog. I'm waiting, Emily. So after they said that threat to me, this is the last couple messages before I kind of got bored and stopped responding. This is me. If I was a waiter and you came into my restaurant, I would serve you a giant plate of lizard shit. No stranger would respond to that if they were real, like a real person. They're going to be like, okay, this person is immature, retarded, dumb, whatever, not responding. And guess what? If you were a waiter at any restaurant, that place would go bankrupt because you're such a jerk. Talking to you makes me feel like someone is jerking off into my eyes. When you talk, it always smells like someone's taking a dump in the bathroom. That is literally you, bro. You smell worse than a dead horse. Haha, looks like you've tried it. Or maybe you guys hang out together all the time. So I was able to effectively waste this scammer's time and, save some little old man who could have been tricked by this. I saved him from buying a bunch of cryptocurrency, going straight into their wallet. I feel like I did a good thing. Ultimately, it was a net positive for the planet that I did that. At least that's what I would argue. Now, speaking of being a net positive to the environment, let's look at a net negative to the environment. Also, what the fuck, Google? Why won't you let me just copy that? No, don't play it yet. Don't play it yet. There's an ad. Miss Piggy's getting a foot massage on my screen. Okay. And what the hell is this? Oh, I got to do my taxes. I just got an ad for taxes. Also, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. This will be coming out the Monday after Valentine's Day. But, I already got my little gifty poos. Gave a little gifty poo for Valentine's Day. Hope you had a good one. All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. All right, here we go. We got Mr. Idubbbz, because he was like the second coming, right? When I was a kid, there was nothing bigger than Idubbbz, dude. He could do no wrong. He could do no harm. It didn't matter what he did, what he said. It was hilarious. He jumped off a counter and said, "I'm gay," and that was the funniest shit on the internet for like a decade. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see what Idubbbz is on to now. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here. Got a little clip compilation from Stoic Chronicles. I'm guessing that name is ironic given the subject matter. Okay, let's see what he's got to say here.
The weird fucking appealing to the most historical version of Wolverine is so cringe.
What?
I hate that argument.
Oh, is he arguing? I guess ranting for vengeance is the video he's reacting to. Marvel's Wolverine is confirmed woke slop. So this is what he's doing. He used to be YouTube royalty. Literally YouTube royalty. with like, I think he's got like 7 million subscribers or something still, and that's after the drastic fall off. And he's sitting here getting pissed off at a video essayist with 20K views. Really, bro? Really, bro?
Refuse to acknowledge that things change with time.
And also, the whole like woke debate has nothing to do with, oh, well, things change. So what? You can't have an opinion on how things are different because things do change all the time. Like, what the fuck is bro saying?
A feminist king. He would be woke as fuck. Opinion invalid. You haven't read the century-old comic books.
Why does Wolverine not have nipples? They should be like right here and right here. Unless that's supposed to be it. I don't know.
You have to be reading the century-old comic books.
It sounds like art teachers, like they're like need a certain amount of art history background.
Also, why can't Anissa ever be on mic?
Like,
yeah.
Like she's barely like cutting in from like back here. Like I'm literally doing an Anissa. Actually, I'm looking at the levels. I think this is still more audible than Anissa. It's more like, can I fuck up my audio this bad? Hey guys, I'm looking at the levels. I can still see it. It probably does sound like this. Hey guys, I'm Anissa. Like bro, come on, dog. Better. I expect better audio from you than this.
Yeah, Yeah, Anissa was saying that you sounded like an art history teacher where you need to have a certain amount of
also, why does he talk so
centuries
slow?
under your
Like I know I'm not the best at this, right? You probably have your faults with me, but at least I don't, talk like this, like this, apathetically or whatever, at least I'm not like, like this. Like that's literally how he is, where he just slows to a crawl and just fucking breathe it
before you can call yourself an artist.
Underrated run that is
or appreciate art. Someone has.
Oh, here we go. This is good.
Someone
shit
was in the
culture
chat
war
with
shit.
like a really fucking bad take. It got nuked straight away, but they were like, "If you don't think fentanyl is poison, why don't you take fentanyl?"
Bro's pro fentanyl. Idubbbz is pro fentanyl. You heard it here first, folks.
If I was prescribed some
check it out.
fent, I would take it. What are you talking about?
That is well, yeah, that's how the opioid crisis started. People just taking shit. Like, yep, the doctor said it's good. So I'm gonna take it
because they control the entire narrative. They say whatever the fuck they want. But obviously, all the movement around it, it's like, what the fuck? If it's such a guaranteed failure of a country, why are you going so hard? It's like, sounds like you're kind of fucking scared of socialism taking.
Yep, that's what it is, fellas. The CIA is scared that if a South American country becomes successful because they're socialist, that they will be able to topple the entire planet. That's what they're scared of. How successful it could be. Because we've seen so many examples throughout history where socialist economies have just toppled the entire rest of the planet. I've seen a lot of examples of that in history, a lot of big ones. I'm sure you can name them at home. Y'all are well educated. Name a couple.
Taking over the narrative. Him acting as well he is being
more Wolverine
reasonable by saying like,
okay, we gotta skip the Wolverine shit. I really don't give a fuck.
Game. It's like,
okay,
yeah, because you'd be fucking stupid.
Here we go.
Particularly fucks with.
Let's see what this next.
I don't know what
is.
you'd call it. A few inches.
You're talking about is Penor. Only a few inches.
Okay. Big.
What is this?
Thank you so much, Zavon.
Can you guys please tell me in the comments if I'm as bad
gifted.
as he is and I'm projecting?
This is good
Please
news.
tell me.
This is good news. We're on the right track here with this format. That's what I'm reading from.
I don't even know what he's
Zavano.
talking about, bro. Hopefully I don't get banned for this damn copyrighted music. Which, by the way, not fair.
I try to stay
not fair, Twitch
cognizant
streamers.
of not appropriating or like taking too much like vernacular that I am not like. I don't say myself.
It's this discourse again.
I started.
Ad. Mute. Like, I don't want to take other people's vernacular. If their people came up with the word, well, I shouldn't be allowed to use their vocabulary. Okay, buddy. Okay, buckarino. No language is illegal on stolen land, I suppose. Oh, it's still muted.
You could say a lot of other things, but I just don't know if that is my style. I like giving
I don't even know what he's
my
talking
sort
about,
of like white guy spin. Like, I like the idea of saying, instead of saying we up, we are up.
Brother. It's not, he's trying to wokeify. We up. We up, player. We are up, my guys. Like, I just don't understand who this appeals to. Who's trying to go to this dude? Even if you are a wokester, who's trying to go to this dude? Like, you know what? I'm not progressive enough. I'm not liberal enough. Let me check in on Idubbbz, the guy who for a while, the peak of his content, probably his whole career, was saying the N word and then the F word combined. That was the peak of his career when he combined those two words together. He said, oh, look, here's a single piece of paper that says those words. That guy, the N-word, F-word guy, let me check in on him to see how I can police my language to be more progressive. Who? Show me these people.
But yeah, maybe I'll make a button on here.
A button?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That is...
For what?
We are up. We are up.
Oh, he's not even
I'm
trying
put
to...
that in my notes.
God.
That's another thing that I need to start
doing.
doing.
Look at this look. Hold on, it's kind of hard for me to scroll.
Another thing that I need to start doing.
Let's
It's part of the structure. You still got the snark alert? Of course. If
okay, I fucked it. But yeah, sometimes when he makes these faces, when he like turns his head up, you can really see the
They have snark brain.
creases forming
but
on
I
his
still
brain.
need to have a visual to go with it. Yeah,
On
we
his
need to have a
forehead, his
rotisserie.
big old
Dude,
bulging
I need
forehead.
to get these. I need to get some sort of button that controls the lights in the background. That way.
Yeah, and you just have like a cord behind you. Like, look at my background. My background is more well put together than his is. We got the foam. We got the foam. We got the flag. Stand for the flag. We got the wrestling belt. We got Terry. We got 3/5 of a log of Velos. We got the Valentine's Day present. I'm gonna have a piece of candy. We got the homie up there. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. There we go. Oh no, the controls are mirrored. We got the homie up there, fellas. We got the homie up there. We got the homie. Go check out Side Piece Season. He hasn't posted in a while, but go on Spotify and check out Side Piece Season, everybody. There he is, the host of Side Piece Season, everybody. All right, let's see what else we got here. I don't know how much more of this shit I can take, man.
Way we can have like a cool little animation, and the light will turn on, and then maybe it'll make a steam effect happen, a little transparent steam effect.
You do not have the budget for that,
so it
bro.
looks like we're cooking the rotisserie. Dude, that's taking the dog electrocution joke to the next level.
Oh, he wants to be like his hero Hasan and put his dog on spikes and have it spin and cook it live in the back. He wants to cook dogs alive in the background of his videos to be like his hero Hasan Piker. You love to see it, fellas. This is the captain of the progressive movement. You know, Nick Fuentes said the right is cooked if all they have is Kid Rock and, you know, drink my beer and catch my fish guy. Well, the left is cooked if this is your bravest warrior. Actually, I'm not even going to pretend to make that straw man. Nobody gives a fuck about Idubbbz except for like H3 and Kino Casino shitting on him. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I wouldn't even talk about the libs like that.
Dude, it is so crazy. Go outside. Go talk to people.
Bro,
say the shit around
take your
normal
own
people.
advice,
See
fella.
see how long you're standing upright. You're going to be flatlined.
Not
what
by
a
you, buddy.
fucking loser.
Not
like
by
you
your
can
ass.
only get away with doing this loser shit in your dimly lit bedroom. Like you cannot.
Brother.
Why am I perpetually single?
Brother. Imagine if I was sitting in my room talking shit about someone for sitting in their room. What would you think? What would you think? What would you think?
Why? Why won't women talk to me? Why? Why would he save that for 60%?
Bro's really roasting someone for not getting female attention when he's in the first female relationship he's been in ever. Like, what room do you have to talk about that? Like,
Into the video. Yeah, it's so... There's also no soul behind it. Typically, when
there's no
incels
soul
have a
behind your
fucking,
eyes, buddy. There's nothing
little
there.
Freak out like this. You're like,
nothing but
oh,
sawdust and
that's
foam.
maybe coming from like a bad experience or something, perhaps.
Sawdust and
But this is
Denny's
like-
hash
he's,
browns
like,
is the only
fucking
thing between
completely
his ears.
emotionless. Okay, I'm gonna say this for the people in the back.
Oh, sped up.
Everything is
Nice.
political. Art is
Wait, did I
political.
speed that up?
Sorry, it's everything. You can't
No,
escape
they
it.
did, I think.
I know you'd like to think that you're precious. A certain
The editor
piece of media
did,
that was
yeah.
created
Thank
to
you,
do
editor.
was never political. It's always political. Always. I'm gonna walk around my bedroom in a diaper, and I'm gonna be slinging poop at the walls. That's gonna be the humiliation ritual.
He's admitted to the humiliation ritual. And also, where's the political message in that? Can y'all point it out? To the political message of him shitting in a diaper like a little baby? Could someone enlighten me with that? No? No enlightenment? Right, fellas. It's been real. Make sure to check in Wednesday for the next live stream of the Rum Dum podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Tune back in again Friday for the even newestest episode of the Rum Dum podcast. Hope you had a good Valentine's Day. Well, until next time, deuces.